Have you ever sat through a movie remake and wondered what the director was thinking? In this video, we will show you the top 10 dumbest remake decisions. From changing iconic scenes to ruining classic characters, these are the worst of the worst. Number 1. Psycho. Undoubtedly, one of the most well-known movies in the horror and thriller genre is Alfred's masterpiece, Psycho. There's absolutely no way to up the ante with the remake, from cinematography to the foreboding sense of dread. So Gus Van Sant, the filmmaker, simply copied it. The 1998 Psycho remake was nearly identical to the 1960 version, shot for shot, with virtually nothing added to enhance the original. One of the minor distinctions between the two movies is that Van Sant incorporated sound effects to help viewers understand Norman Bates' voyeurism. Nobody needed that, just like they didn't need the remake. Number 2. The Swept Away. Guy Ritchie is most famous for bombastic British action films like Snatch, Rock'n'Rolla, and The Gentleman. However, he also directed Swept Away in 2002, a pointless vanity project for his then-wife Madonna, that is regarded as one of the worst films ever. Two strangers who find themselves stuck on a desert island are the focus of the film. The 1974 version of Swept Away actually has some insightful commentary about social status and political beliefs, courtesy of the central characters opposing capitalist and communist beliefs. This complexity is missing from Guy Ritchie's Swept Away, and Madonna's character is too despicable in the first act to be effectively redeemed by the film's conclusion. Number 3. The Wicker Man. You would anticipate the remake of The Wicker Man to be just as thrilling, horrifying, and as original as the 1973 original. Well, minus the original part perhaps. That is not the case with this remake though. You could be compelled to blame Nicolas Cage, a true Hollywood anise seed. But in reality, he's perhaps the best thing that happened in this movie. The speeches are absurd, there is no tension or fear, and the cinematography is appalling. However, if you want to see one of the most boring horror films ever, try The Wicker Man from 2006. Number 4. The Wolfman. The Wolfman is a 1941 film that was both a sad drama and a horror masterpiece. The film's titular Wolfman, played by Lon Chaney Jr., is an unwilling victim who transforms into a monster, and is finally murdered by his father. Both content and flair were present, something the 2010 remake badly lacked. Although the Wolfman's unquestionably incredible makeup effects earned Academy Awards, the script received harsh criticism for its lack of tension and the forced inclusion of a storyline between Talbot and his father, who in this edition is also a werewolf. Ronald Mayer, who was the president of Universal Studios at the time, referred to it as one of the worst movies we ever made. Number 5. The Day the Earth Stood Still. The Day the Earth Stood Still is a classic work of science fiction from the 1950s that explores peace and understanding between Earth and an alien presence, by utilizing the Cold War as a potent tool. Although the 1951 original is a masterpiece, the plot would make an excellent remake. The Day the Earth Stood Still 2008, directed by the amazing and forward-thinking Scott Derrickson, is a rare failure for him. The film's upgrades are great, and the casting of Keanu Reeves as the mysterious humanoid extraterrestrial Klaatu is wonderful. But the movie falls flat and feels like a cheap version of an old idea. Number 6. Footloose. Okay, so everyone is familiar with the original Footloose and its plot, which was based on a few true stories. And it had a disobedient kid visiting a tiny town where dancing and music are forbidden to stir things up. Additionally, while some applauded this version of Footloose for its relevance to the younger generations and the energy it carries, others criticized it as a pointless, witless, and humorless film. Try it if you want, but in our opinion, the original is still superior. Number 7. The Ladykillers. The Coen brothers version of The Ladykillers failed to wow reviewers or audiences, despite Tom Hanks' wonderful portrayal as a country-fried criminal leader. In the dark comedy heist movie, Hanks and a cast of bizarre characters attempt to loot a casino by digging a tunnel through an old woman's cellar. While there have been comparisons to the 1955 original, it is impossible to ignore the contrast between Alec Guinness's Professor Marcus and Hank's character. The Ladykillers reboot wasn't quite good, but it also wasn't significant enough to justify remaking it. Number 8. Annie. The 2014 movie Annie is the third movie version of the 1977 Broadway musical. Additionally, it appears that the charm of the story of Annie the orphan has diminished with each new adaptation. The modernization of the plot in this most current adaptation is a welcome touch, but it's also followed by a cotton candy sweetness, tired cliches, and a ton of materialistic values. The over-the-top attempts of Annie to differentiate itself from previous Annies fail to improve the film. Number 9. Point Break. Thanks to its captivating sequences, cheesy melodrama, plot-driven action, and acclaimed performances by Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze, the 1991 action film Point Break has gained iconic status. Renting this masterpiece on streaming right now is a must because of Reeves' delivery of the line, "I am an FBI agent." Intense action scenes including snowboarding and wingsuits are included in the 2015 remake to satisfy the thrill seeker in all of us. But it was missing key components that made the original successful. It lacked Reeves and Swayze specifically, and what is the purpose without them? Number 10. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is a modern retelling of the adventures of Marvel's most enduring superhero team. You would reasonably believe that other realities, body morphs, and a variety of villains make for an excellent idea. However, 2015's Fantastic Four does a superb job of making it utterly terrible. The performers have little chemistry, the film is far too gloomy to be inspirational, and the final struggle between good and evil is anything but dramatic. Therefore, even if you are a huge follower of Marvel, you might want to pass on this Fantastic Four adaptation. And with that said, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.